Day 12. I want to talk about rejection in the 21st century and rejection in terms of proposing a meet and what happens when you don't get that meet. What am I saying here? Okay, so normal way this would go, not rejection, just a refusal, is you propose something, that person agrees to it, or that person says, no, sorry, I'm busy. What tends to happen these days, for what I believe the reasons are, which I'll state later, what tends to happen these days is you propose something, exactly, no response. Why I believe why that happens is because the other party don't want to offend. They don't want to seem rude. They don't want to have an opinion. They don't want to seem that they're being rude. They don't want to seem that they're being unfriendly. They don't want to seem angry, etc. Even if it's a simple thing like, shall we go get some coffee? Are you going to go early to this place? Are you free Friday? Are you free at this date? You get... Feels kind of shitty, right? But I think this is potentially a millennial mindset where, oh, I'm going to wait until something better comes along. Then I'm going to reply. Because I can't be tied up to this thing. If something better comes along, then I have to refuse this one, and then that person's going to feel bad that I've refused that event. So in this time, 2017, PC culture, SJW, I don't want to say feminist because I don't think this is a feminist thing, just behaviour in general, millennial behaviour, entitlement, thinking that things should be a certain way, wanting things done yesterday. You're not going to get a traditional refusal / rejection. I don't believe in the word rejection. I just believe in answers. Yeah. So when you find out the answer, you can then move on. So what's happened to me recently to prompt me to make this video. So I asked someone, are you free this date? Exactly. No response. And I could tell that the message was read because it's got a read receipt. Yeah. Not that this has happened recently, therefore I've done this video. This has happened multiple times in the past, and I've probably made a video about this before, but I wanted to address this again, that living in this century, and if you're dealing with millennials, this is what you're going to face. This is what you're going to come up against. And then you're going to feel bad, potentially, for asking a second time or a third time. Right? So it's a shitty situation for you. So, resolution to this. Ask what you need to ask, and then forget about it. Don't even expect a reply. Because whatever you're proposing, that should be an event that you're already going to. Therefore, if that person accompanies you to that event, that doesn't matter because you're already going to that event regardless. So the weight on that person accompanying you or not doesn't affect your decision on going to the event. I hope that's a bit clear. So for example, you're going to a jazz concert come next Sunday. You know that someone likes jazz, so you send them a message, hey, I'm going to a jazz concert next week on Sunday, would you like to come? You could be a bit more detailed and like say the price of admission is, etc. We're going to grab some drinks beforehand, would you like to come? If you get then that person is waiting on something greener, and that's what you have to deal with. And you are not the greener person, so you're still going to that jazz concert regardless. And yeah, that's a basic example. There are a few more permutations here and there where if you do go to that, then you might need to plan ahead, i.e., book in advance. So that's why you're asking. In that case, probably in the first initiation text, you should say, I'm going to buy my tickets now because they're going to run out soon. If no reply, then that second person that you've invited has to buy the tickets by themselves. And that's the state of play of human behaviour, thinking, and society these days. Not really wanting to offend, but actually you are offending by not replying, which is kind of ironic, right? Okay, so let's talk about my day. Woke up, and yesterday I've drilled the script for tomorrow. It's locked. I was practicing some alternative patterns, lines, words, etc. It's all good, and yeah, that's locked. Gym, no gym today. Reason, lazy, straight up. Slept in. So second part of the video, when you do break from something, the vicious cycle does tend to kick in, where because you're so used to having the break now that you don't want to do what you've set out to do. All in all, generally, bodies are lazy. They want to just stay. In order to push your body, that's a mind, body, and spirit connection. Your mind says one thing, but your body says another, and then your body tells your mind again, look, yeah, I don't want to do this. So you have to figure out tricks with your mind in order to convince your body to do what needs to get done. Right. So if you haven't been able to do that, just realize that you weren't convincing yourself enough. As in, for me today, for me to convince myself to wake up, go to the gym, come back. So instead, I woke up, got up, took a pee, went back to bed. And then my excuse / reason, probably more of an excuse, was that I had sinus issues. So one nose was blocked, then on one side the other side was blocked, etc. Okay, so things happen, right? And catch yourself doing that. So I caught myself doing that. I made a blog to say I'm not perfect. I made a blog to say, okay, how can I be better for next time? How can I not get into this cycle? So you can lay your clothes out. You can pack your gym bag, etc. In the past, I've even gone to the lengths of going to sleep the night before in my gym clothes. Okay, that's how much I wanted it. And even my dreams were dreaming about the gym, training. So it's all down to you. And if you're doing it in order to impress someone or to impress a group of people, then you should stop, because that's only going to put you into a competition mindset with others when you should really be focusing on yourself. Half the reason why I don't have an Instagram account, where I see Instagram as a kind of platform where, hey, look at me, I've been to this place or I'm doing this activity, and kind of an infatuation as to how many likes that person gets on that picture or video. Maybe I'm being an oldie here by saying that. And having said that, not being hypocritical, but probably in the future I will get an Instagram account. Just for now, the culture seems to be alright, I'm gonna post this picture up, I'm gonna get as many followers as I can, I'm gonna get as many likes as I can, etc. Followers. Followers, that makes me think of Jesus. Jesus had followers. And prophets, they had followers. So you are then putting yourself up on a pedestal for other minions to follow you in your amazing life. That to me, that's just pretentious. Okay. So there's that part of Instagram. I'm not saying that's the entirety of Instagram, but that's what I have thought about regarding that at this moment in time. Okay, so rant over. Later on today, gonna go to my class, gonna lay down the close-ups for and the blocking as well, and then gonna record that next Tuesday, and then tomorrow is the read, so I'm gonna lay it all on the floor there, and I think that's pretty much it. That's me rant over. Okay, sorting out. Peace.